the propensity for beings to incline towards one another and certain cosmic elements, which occur with the requirements of the cosmic law of attraction, facilitates actualizing the necessary cosmic connections from one being to another. The existence of matchups, unifications, socializations, associations, and societies is based on cosmic connections, which are made in accordance with the requirements of the cosmic Earth evolution plane. The leaders of associations and societies formed as a result of spiritual-rooted personal inclinations occurring on your planet will be the representatives on the planet Earth of the cosmic Earth evolution plane. The cosmic Earth cycle administration plane is the duty plane of the cycle, which was activated at the end of the evolution plan by the galactic administration plane itself. The required cosmic efforts on basis of task execution were activated starting from the beginning of the year 1990, which is the accepted time frame for planet Earth. Since the beginning of 1990, your planet has entered the influence field of this cycle administration plane. The beings which are involved in this plane with their cosmic duties have been grouped in the required regions of the planet under the influence of the cosmic law of attraction. As a result, the groups that were convenient to be activated in the cosmic Earth evolution plane until the beginning of 1990 have been provided with the required incarnations by cosmic efforts. What we mean to say is that the cosmic duty members, which are the providers of the divine mission of the cycle duty plane, were incarnated, born, at such suitable times by the efforts of the cosmic Earth evolution plane, which is under the control of the spiritual administration mechanism, RIM. So they found each other, came together, cohered, integrated, and formed groups even before the cycle movements began. Relying on this, all spiritually rooted associations and societies which have emerged on the sphere of evolution have directly initiated the cosmic efforts in itself related to providing the divine mission of the cycle duty plane with the support of the spiritual administration mechanism since the beginning of 1990. Since the beginning of 1990, the cycle duty plane, which has been exerting very high-frequency cosmic efforts with the support of the spiritual administration mechanism, exerted cosmic efforts on the maximum scale as required by its cosmic duty by the end of 1999, which brought about unimaginable changes on the planet Earth at the level of human consciousness. These cosmic changes are a form of divine mercy for the planet Earth and every cosmic being living on it. The planet Earth will be set in the required vibrational balance by the various cosmic activities on the Earth's crust that are mentioned in your sacred texts. Those who have sown, where and how have they done it? The Earth evolution plane has provided all cosmic opportunities to support the evolution of the cosmic units with mental awareness levels of the humankind that incarnate onto the planet at various intervals. The Earth evolution plane has provided all cosmic opportunities to support the cosmic evolution of the cosmic units with mental awareness levels of a humankind that incarnate onto the planet at various intervals. Those who have sown, how and where have they carried out the sowing by utilizing these cosmic opportunities? A large number of them have wasted the cosmic opportunities that were provided to them by sowing in the wrong place and as heretically. We congratulate our human siblings in advance who are preparing for the cosmic frequency that shall be experienced within the opportunities provided by freedom and love. They are the supporters of the divine mission on the earth. They have undoubtedly carried out the sowing in the necessary places by following cosmic laws, and have enabled the divine mission to reach the required cosmic dimension. Those who have sown, how have they carried out the sowing? We know that when selfishness gets involved, the sowing has not been done as it should have been. Those who sow without selfishness do not expect simple returns by behaving with low cosmic frequency. Those who are satisfied with the fake superficial beauties of material elements cannot even imagine the values that possess a transcendental cosmic vibration. When you ask them questions about these cosmic values or inform them, they laugh at you and mock you. For them, these values seem like fictitious elements that are subjective. While they cannot even objectively explain the secret of the hallucination, they behave based on prejudiced decisions. For them, what truly matters are the fake, superficial beauties in the coarse physical plane. They become preoccupied with these distracting, false, superficial beauties in very interesting perspectives while sowing. What is important to them are the phases of sowing they are currently in, which they refer to as the present. They are not concerned with what happens at the end of the sowing. In the periods related to sowing, the physical results, which are according to the requirements of the physical world, of certain plantings that are deceptive in nature, are being kept in the secrecy phase. They are deceived and distracted by the values that emerge from this phase of secrecy. All these are false beauties related to tests, which are required by the cosmic earthly evolution plane. Those who exert efforts for seizuring the deceptive values with very low cosmic frequencies are indeed sowing by engaging with specific circumstances and conditions designated for the test. Therefore, those who deserve will find what they deserve. Rest assured, as per cosmic law, they will find what they are entitled to in the earth cycle environment. Why do they sow? Yes, why do they sow? Do they do it for the fake superficial values that will be obtained during the sowing phases? Why do they sow? Yes, why do they sow? Do they do it for the appropriate values that will be seizured in the harvest season, which comes after the sowing phases? Do they do it for the comfort and debauchery of the paradise environment that will come after the cycle? Do they do it to achieve the divine mission? Or do they do it because of the presence of the divine love frequency that spreads from the transcendental original foci to all beings? The feeling of the divine love frequency. How does one who feels behave according to how they feel? Pay attention that the most influential factor in the sowing is the love that is felt for everything. Since the end of the year 1999, the versatile face of the Earth's coarse physical factor has begun to be disrupted. Due to tectonic movements, the distances of the cracks that will appear in the Earth's crust across various continents will reach several kilometers. The cosmic rotational movement of the planet Earth, its balancing, factors such as the crustal protrusions, mountains and hills, will be subject to a specific homogeneous distribution. The magmatic pure formations that emerge from the cracks in the Earth's crust will come together in specific, necessary locations. The dense physical appearances will be replaced by much more refined images with higher cosmic frequencies. The perispiral bodies, those that can unify the soul and body, will emerge from within the dense physical bodies constructed from the Earth's dense layers as a result of the movements in this climate. Those whose perispiral bodies have not yet separated from the dense matter by that time will become the inhabitants of the post-cycle paradise world. The others will be incarnated to reside in cosmic locations that correspond to various cosmic times of different cosmic dimensions. While all these changes are being implemented, no harm will come to the galactic system that includes the planet Earth, which is the assigned duty field of the spiritual administration mechanism. The necessary cosmic inversion will continue until the planet's vibration reaches the destined required level. The vibrational cosmic balance of every cosmic being who lives on the planet must be in accordance with this required cosmic measure. Otherwise, they will not be able to adapt to the spatialization, being the location, of the post-cycle times. The cycle duty plane has also been put into effect by the spiritual administration mechanism in the required cycles of previous eras. If you carefully examine the subjects related to cycles in your sacred texts, you will see that the divine purpose underlying each cycle is in the course of becoming more subtle. The material universe, which is gradually becoming more subtle, is being transformed from a state of dense substance with low cosmic frequency to a more refined formation. Accordingly, all the cosmic efforts made actually belong to the spiritual administration mechanism to which the cosmic evolution planes are connected. Spiritual administration mechanisms are cosmic administrative systems that facilitate the universal activity of divinity. Your science cannot detect the existence of the spiritual administration mechanism because your science is only capable of identifying cosmic elements based on spatiality, and even then, only those related to the Earth's evolution plane. The entities related to the spiritual administration mechanism are veritative systems that indicate spacelessness and timelessness at the intersection points of the evolution spheres that open into infinity. Formations that open into infinity are the intersection points where the transition points related to the neighboring universes intersect, according to their borders that indicate proportions within the infinite universal dimensions. The characteristics at these points exhibit universality, and these points, which have a very high cosmic frequency and a specific cosmic stability, are the focal points where cosmic beings with humanoid consciousness who have reached cosmic consciousness reside. Universality is, in fact, a concept that cannot be fully conveyed with earthly words, despite our attempts to express what we mean with this earthly term. Phrases like universal human, universal dimension, universal location, universal time, universal consciousness, and universal awareness aim to indicate concepts that are very complex and cannot be understood at the level of consciousness tied to the earthly body. Yet, it is impossible to truly understand these concepts without experiencing them. When we speak of the universal human, it is intended to convey that the consciousness of that cosmic being is universal in its infinite qualities. The consciousness of the universal human, as well as the awareness linked to that consciousness, is universal. When we speak of universal consciousness, it refers to a capacity, storage of consciousness capability that navigates through various regular consciousness dimensions and operates at a very high frequency of activity. Just as the intersection points of universal dimensions indicate universality, so do the intersection points of regular consciousness dimensions. The intersection points of these consciousness dimensions are the veritative fields of the consciousness dimension at the required cosmic frequency. The existence of consciousness here, which is placeless, timeless, and free, and excluded from all low cosmic frequency values, is not possible to explain to those who have not reached this consciousness. This consciousness, also known as transcendental consciousness, puts its owners in charge of serving in infinite dimensions as members of the cosmic administration system. In other words, the particularity of a being's duty becomes concrete with the intensity of the transcendentality that exists within its transcendental consciousness. Because the transcendentality of every being, which is related to its consciousness, determines its divinity. We, as universal human beings, perform our divine duties in accordance with our transcendental consciousness for the sake of ensuring the proper cosmic balance. We can also call universal humans divine humans. Universal humans have been referred to by earthly words as prophets, saints, spiritual guides, mystics, sages, geniuses, scholars, and aliens for centuries. However, what they wanted to point out was only a being with a cosmic mental awareness and a transcendental personality. The consciousnesses that are defined by their cosmic awareness performances that emerges in every era have absolutely never desired to be addressed with such realistic relative names. However, they have reluctantly allowed themselves to be addressed in such a way within the relative level of consciousness appropriate to the realistic social order of their environment. For those who have gained insight into this nature, this is certainly the case. However, even in your current sincerity era, unfortunately, words are still rampant in the form of idolatry. We, as members of the cosmic administration system of the communities which reside on the surfaces of the evolution spheres that live human lives which belong to BIR with cosmic frequencies that present compatibility with that of BIR's united human reality, say that We are the ones who exhibit administrative attitudes in accordance with the definition of high duty during the stages of cosmic evolution that you refer to as different eras, who are known to you by words such as prophet, saint, and guide. As the owners of cosmic consciousnesses, we will be fortunate to be the men of that environment after the emergence of the heavenly world at the end of the cosmic world evolution plane, as providers of the divine mission, who have an existential existence that has a veritable cosmic frequency beyond the dimensions of ordinary consciousness and at the intersection points of the evolution spheres. The men mentioned here are mentioned in your holy texts as Adam. It is announced to the duty plane that deals with the cycle. The duty plane related to the world cycle under the supervision of RIM, Spiritual Administration Center,